Kita Iko, a 38-year-old Japanese hairstylist living in Singapore, was found guilty of R and sentenced to jail time and caning. The assault occurred on December 29, 2019. The victim, a 20-year-old university student, was out with friends that night. After a drinking session, most of her friends left, and she and another friend decided to go to another club at Clarke Quay. Early in the morning, the two women were approached by Kita and his 23-year-old friend. The victim, who appeared intoxicated and couldn't stand by herself, was supported by her friend. Despite the victim's friend's attempts asking them to leave them alone, Kita and his friend continued to walk alongside the women. When the victim fell down, Kita helped her up, and later, his friend and the victim's friend parted ways with Kita and the victim. He took the victim in a taxi to his apartment. The victim was first SA at the lift lobby of the apartment. Once alone at his apartment, Kita SA and R the victim on multiple occasions, filming the acts on his phone. Despite the victim's resistance, Kita continued the assault. He later sent the video to a friend with a message which wrote, "S was good." Authorities haven't confirmed if this friend was the same one from Clarke Quay. After the victim managed to run out of the apartment, she immediately contacted a friend who helped her, called for a taxi, and reported the incident to the police on the same day. Kita Iko was arrested that day at around 5:30 p.m. but released on bail the following day. Formal charges weren't brought against Kita until May 17, 2023, at which point he was remanded in custody. The victim was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder at the Institute of Mental Health. The prosecution argued for a harsh sentence of 18 years imprisonment and 20 strokes of the cane due to the severity of the assault, highlighting the victim's resistance throughout the ordeal. The defense, seeking a lighter sentence of 11.5 years and 8 strokes of cane, presented a different narrative. They claimed Kita and the victim engaged in consensual flirting, and the victim allegedly indicated a desire to go to his apartment for S. The defense also mentioned the victim requesting Kita's contact information. The judge presiding over Kita's case labeled his actions as brutal and cruel. Kita ultimately pleaded guilty to one charge each of R, SA by penetration, and creating a blue film. 4 additional charges were considered during sentencing. On July 1, 2024, Kita received a significant sentence of 17.5 years in prison and 20 strokes of the cane. BBC reported that Kita was the first Japanese national to be caned in Singapore.